what is the 30, 60, 90-day growth framework for these quick commerce channels for D2C brands who have just entered or onboarded?
So I would say I would start with choosing the right product. As I mentioned before, the right product, the right city, the right channel to start with. And then I'll try to nail down my pricing, availability, visibility. Once my availability is sorted, then maybe start pushing on visibility, start pushing on ads. And yeah, like that's how I'll sort of over time build my organic visibility as a brand.
Got it. 2 points I wanted to ask. One, when you mentioned on pricing, brands would have different strategies. On some days they might go lower than e-com channels, I'm saying, Amazon or Flipkart. On some days they might be equal. On some days they might be greater than that as well. So what is the correct pricing strategy here? So just wanted you to shed your light on this when the brands are starting or launching a newer SKU. They've decided that these are the right SKUs, these are the right platforms, these are the right cities. Now when they're starting with the pricing, do you say that, Sunny, nothing to think, they start with the pricing what's available on Amazon, or if not, then what should be their pricing strategy in that?
So again, like a lot of factors at play here. First is my own unit economics of each product that I'm trying to push. Then do I want to maintain a consistent pricing as a brand? Is that a priority for me? Considering all of that, plus what is the competition intensity in the region in which I'm trying to push my product and the category in which I'm playing. So for example, we are working with a soft drink brand, and due to some operational issue, their intended price was 29 rupees, and due to some issue, Zepto made it 30. And for that 4-day stretch, they had a 20% drop in their top line. Yeah, just for 1 rupee. Depending upon the category and how price sensitive that category is, I think I would need to consider all those factors before making a decision.
Got it. What are the operational challenges which D2C brands face, and how do they solve them? You can maybe talk about the top 3.
So depends on the model, first of all. Like let's say if I'm on a seller hub model, not anticipating demand correctly will just lead to my inventory sitting idle in a particular warehouse, me paying the rental for that inventory, and then I'll be sort of facing an RTV, return to vendor, for that inventory. And that's a clear loss for me. So operationally, I need to be very proactive in planning and anticipating the customer demand for my products in every location, and then just making sure that I'm available in all the touch points. First of all, getting the POs on time. Then is my internal operation sorted to fulfill that PO at the right time, so that considering my TAT from my warehouse to Blinkit warehouse to Blinkit's dark store, will my inventory reach the dark store to the customer on time as per my internal processes? So I need to sort of be aware of all of that and plan those things.